Alright guys, we are here at Tabletop Village doing a pre-release for Mega Evolutions that's finally coming back or making a return to the TCG. I did collect a little bit of Mega Evolutions in the X and Y era, so hopefully we can, kind of recapture some of that magic because those were one of my favorite art cards to collect in general. So I'm going to go ahead and get the pre-release going, and then later in the video, we got a booster box to open. Catch you in the recap. Alright guys, we got the Mega Evolution right here. We're gonna crack open the building battle and see what kind of promo and deck we get and what kind of cards we pull.
Oh yeah, I got protect it right away.
Right.
Alright, Pokemon players, you'll have about a half hour to build your deck. I'll bring some energy in here. You're building a 40 card deck. If there's any questions, please just let me know.
Ooh, I got
Nice.
Clawitzer.
Nice, I like this. I like this illustration.
Got this nice Meganium too. All right, you guys, finished my first round, and it was probably the hardest round ever. I got the bye. So I'm currently 1-0 to start off the tournament. So 2 more rounds to go. I guess I'll explain what's in my deck if I haven't already. Okay, so I basically just changed out 3 cards. I took out an Energy, one of Lily's support cards, and maybe a Jinx? I can't quite remember now that I'm looking at my cards. Using the Destined Rivals ETB sleeves, I did add 1 more Kadabra, 1 more Grumpig, and I think I put in the one with the clock, where you take an evolution Pokemon out, put it back in your hand. Strange Timepiece. I added that in because that was a pull. Alakazam's a pretty decent deck. It's not that bad. I unfortunately couldn't change much. My buddy was playing across from me. He pulled the Mega Evolution of Venasaur, the Secret Illustration Rare. I don't know why I didn't record it. He pulled that, his first pack magic. And I pulled the Clawitzer. Clawitzer Illustration Rare, which, yeah, this is all right. It's not bad. That's the only thing I really pulled. Really excited to open that booster box. I'm really excited to get 3 more packs after this is over. Catch you in a minute. All right, I'm just gonna skip round 2 and 3, or I'm gonna lump them together because I went 3-0. My last 2 matches were against Solrock, Garganacl. I think Alakazam so far is the best deck. He played pretty nicely, although that Solrock deck played pretty efficiently too. I have 3 packs to open, Mega Evolution, so let's go ahead and just open them here. These 3, we'll do Venusaur last, because we want Venusaur, right? Kangaskhan. I believe the energy card, or the code cards, they're not, I don't know if they're getting rid of them or whatever, or they're doing something different. It's like not code cards aren't included in each one. I don't know. I don't remember. All right. So we get Sizzlipede, Nuzleaf, Sandslash, Abra, Fighting Gong, which was a pretty good staple in the Solrock deck, Houndstone, Centiskorch, Solrock, Abra, and Cinderace. All right. I'm gonna get Mega Guardy here. I have yet to pull a Mega Evolution card. I pulled 1 Illustration Rare, and that was about it. So I'm hoping for even like a basic Mega Evolution card. That would be nice to have. All right, Fighting Energy. Oh, they brought Switch back. That's actually very nice. Execute. Beware. Helioptile. Premium Power Pro. Tangrowth. Chi-Yu, Vulpix, Illustration Rare, Snom, and Steelix. All right, this is it. This is the last pack magic right here. This is for all the pennies. Okay, Water Energy. Get a water rare right here. Greavard, Bulbasaur, Strudel, Energy Switch, it's nice to see it's your turn. Kadabra, Frostmoth, Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, which is a crazy card. You ask your opponent if they want to take a prize card, and if they say yes, they take one, but if they say no, you draw 4, so that's pretty good. Force of Vitality, Spiritomb, and Meganium. All right, you know, 2 illustration rares. I can't complain. I do wish I would have gotten 1 Mega Evolution card. Illustration rares aren't that bad, but it's the return of Mega Evolutions, and I yet to have one. It would be funny if I did get the booster box and I didn't pull any Mega Evolutions, but I highly doubt that. So we'll go back home and we'll open the booster box, which behind the scenes, that actually hasn't arrived yet because it's currently September 13th. September 13th, and the booster box comes out in late September. See you then. Also, shout out my homie Van. He had a ton of Chinese cards, like ton of Chinese bulk, and I've never had any Chinese Pokemon cards. I've yet to buy any sealed product, which is funny. They're all around me now. It's all pretty much like bulk evolution cards, but what's really cool, like look at that pattern. It's all like star pattern, like mini stars. He also said there's like a stamped one in here. Here's the stamp. Don't focus on my face. Look at that stamp. That's pretty cool. That's definitely, I'm definitely gonna make some EV pages in my binder with all the different holos. So shout out my boy Van. Check him out on Instagram. He has a lot of cards. And so if you're local in the Seattle area, I know a guy.
Wow, it's been a weird week. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my voice is just a little bit raspy because of this. I'm a big baseball guy. I love baseball. I grew up watching the Seattle Mariners, so being a part to see history was something spectacular. It's not something you can see every day. I'm actually recording this portion of the video a couple days later than I wanted to because finally got the booster box of Mega Evolutions. However, I lost my voice and it's just now coming back to normal. I have a cough drop in my mouth as I speak. Except I won't be opening this whole booster box itself. We're actually gonna split this with Coral. She's gonna open her pulls off camera while I'll pull mine on camera. So let's go ahead and have her choose which half she wants, and then I'll go ahead and open the rest. What's cool about this box of Mega Evolutions is that Pokemon has just started including some promo cards in some of their sets of booster boxes, and we get this nice little Bulbasaur card featuring Sophie. She hates being held like that. As a nice little stamp, we'll go ahead and review that on the camera afterwards during the opening portion. Made this box nice and pretty. Coral's gonna choose either the left or the right side. Alright, she chose I guess the right side if you were looking at it from the other way. Alright, so she's gonna go ahead and open those off camera. I got the left side. Let's get to cracking. Alright, so Coral just opened her cards, but before we review her pulls, this is the Mega Evolution Bulbasaur promo card. Very cool. I am super hyped about this. This code card, however, is going into my stash and not yours. I'm sorry, y'all. This is probably gonna be pretty sought after. The stamped promo card from the, what's it? Journey Together set fetches it fetches a decent price. It's not a Pokemon Center stamp, but it's a stamp card regardless. Now this Bulbasaur is pretty popular in itself for the regular art card. Let me see. Bulbasaur 133 out of 132. So this set hasn't come out that long ago. This Mega Evolution's pretty fresh. For the regular art card, mind you, it's about 30 bucks. So this is probably gonna fetch just a little more if you're into that kind of stuff. Coral ended up giving me her half pack of cards, like half of she chose. So she has this remaining stack for me to use for the video, and she says it's an early birthday present, or not early. It's a birthday surprise. My birthday was earlier this month, and this was part of it because we ended up splitting this booster box, and she said, you know what, you can have the half of my half that I got, if that makes sense. So we have the rest of hers to open, but this is what she pulled from her half of the half, which is pretty insane because we're gonna start off pretty hot with a Bulbasaur illustration rare, which we just have right here as the stamp card, but she got the regular version. So, you know, good on her. And of course we get a Mega Evolution Mega Venasaur EX. Look at that full art card. Man, I'm so glad Megas are back. They're so cool. And we're gonna continue on that Mega Evolution train because we get Mega Guardy EX, as well as Mega Kangaskhan, which was her first Mega pull from the set. I have yet to pull any Mega cards, so even through like the pre-release that we saw earlier in the video, I'm very excited to open the set. And her final pull is the Night Stretcher full art card, which I did not know existed. I don't know much about the cards in the set because I'm pretty much going into it fairly blind. So the rest of her cards that we're gonna open are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards to open. She basically opened like an ETB's worth of cards. And she got all those pulls out of them. That's pretty good, you guys. That's pretty good. I'm looking forward to this. So I'm gonna put her pulls way off to the side, make sure that gets into our binder. I'm gonna put this promo card off to the side as well. And let's get to cracking. We're gonna start off with Mega Evolution Lucario. Man, gosh, I'm so excited. I haven't opened cards in, I guess, since the last video went up, so I guess last week? Or no, that's not even that. I actually opened cards during the pre-release, which was after the last video came out. Pretty hyped about that. All right, we get Knacklestack, Magnemite, Vulpix. They're bringing back a lot of the old core Pokemon, which is pretty cool. Latios. Ooh, hold on, what's the ability? Lustrous Assist. Once during your turn, when your Mega Latios EX moves from your bench to the active spot, you may use this ability. Move any amount of energy from your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. Well, that's pretty handy. Repel. Swap out your opponent's active to the bench. Your opponent chooses the Pokemon. Ninjask, Surfing Beach, Marshadow, and Hariyama. Okay. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of like older, like Gen 1, Gen 3 Pokemon in the set because that's where a good chunk of the Mega Evolution Pokemon come from. Of course, the Mega Evolutions were introduced during the X and Y era, which was Gen 6 or Gen 7? I can't quite remember. But they're paying homage to the other regions out there because it wasn't just stuck to one generation of Pokemon, there were multiple. Okay. We got Tinkatink, Greavard, Spearow, Sandshrew, Pyroar, Executor, Risky Ruins, Drizzle, illustration right here. I'm just kidding, Kadabra, and Xerneas. So aside from Mega Evolutions, what else is coming up down the pike? Well, Phantasmal Flames is coming soon, and the UPC was released on the Pokemon Center. It was in my cart, and it wouldn't let me check out, and then I got error 17, and I was unable to get it and secure it. So I don't think I'll be getting a UPC anytime soon, but I did manage to get an ETB of Phantasmal Flames, Pokemon Center exclusive, so that's good enough for me, to be honest. Get Abra, Switch, can't get more of those. Execute, can't have more than what's the phrase? Can't have more than enough. Like, gosh, I just too excited to open cards and talk at the same time apparently. We get Steelix, Litleo. Oh, what a cutie. I almost got this confused for Linton for a second. I'm like, didn't Linton already get an illustration rare? Cute. And Raikou. Wow. That's my first pull. I still have yet to run into any Mega Evolution cards. And if I managed to pull 0 Mega Evolution cards, that would be actually hilarious. And if I only pull illustration rare cards or other EX cards, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's not rigged, but... And what else is coming up? Well, Card Party. If you guys are aware of Card Party, you know, Deep Pocket Monster runs this event, and he invites a bunch of other YouTubers, and it's actually going to be here in Seattle, I believe next week as of this recording, this next weekend, and I was planning to go, but unfortunately, Pokemon Worlds I'm still feeling the effect of Pokemon Worlds. So as you can see in my background here, this playmat, gotta use it, gotta make my money's worth out of Pokemon Worlds. But I made the hard choice to save my money, not get a ticket, and not buy other things, and just kind of hunker down and have fun in other ways, like the baseball game. We get Litleo, Heliolisk, and Kyogre. Welcome back, Kyogre. I do hope they'll come back next year. It would be very nice, so I'll be able to attend. But you know, it was Pokemon Worlds is woo. That was an event I can never forget, and I'll maybe try to shoot for next year. Again, like, it's expensive just to go to Worlds. Like, going to once, even going to a regional that's not close by, it gets expensivo. However, in Seattle, they are holding Seattle Regionals. They're making a triumphant return, so we're very hyped to see that and make its way back into the Pacific Northwest outside of Portland. Nothing wrong with Portland Regionals, but you guys, Seattle's so much better. Okay, we still got 4 more packs to open from Coral's side. Wow, this is a lot of cards. I thought I opened a lot of cards up with my booster bundle video, but just straight Mega Evolutions, I'm having a blast already. Okay, we got Pachirisu, Grafaiai, Knackley, Chikorita, Frostmoth, Spiritomb, Garganacl, Shroodle, illustration rare, Jinx, and hey, Mega Abomasnow EX. I'll take them. You guys ever use this? I actually like that pattern they have going on with the pew pew shooting out towards you, the reflectiveness. You guys ever use Mega Abomasnow in your team? The chainsaw sounding Pokemon. He was alright. He hits hard as is as a base Pokemon. It's nice that he got a Mega form, but I don't think it was really needed. You can say that about half of the Pokemon, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Mega Abomasnow, yeah, he's alright. As a card in the TCG card game, I'd be pretty excited to use him. Actually, let me read his card real quick. Hammerlanche, discard the top 6 cards of your deck, and this attack does 100 more for each basic water energy that you discard in this way. Wow, okay, so you could potentially hit a Pokemon for 600 or 1200 if they're weak to water. That's hilarious. Frost Barrier does 200. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. That's pretty good. And he's 350. He hits hard. He has decently high HP at 350. However, his rule is when he's knocked out, your opponent takes 3, and also his retreat cost is 4. That's a bit much. Okay. Next card, we got the 3rd pack of Coral's half stack. Thievul, Yungoos, Tangela, Clauncher, Repel, Ninetales, Mystery Garden, Spoink, Miltank, and Dialga. And this is the energy right here that I forgot to toss to the side. Okay, what was I doing with the cards off to the side here? Okay, 2 cards left. We get Guardy. We're gonna get Gardevoir's illustration rare. I know there's a Gardevoir EX, so I'm gonna assume there's like a full art and probably an illustration rare of Guardy Mega Evolution. Okay, now what I'm really excited for is the meta play in North America. We'll see how much this shakes up the meta. I know there's a little bit of rumblings in Japan, but North America or the Americas are a little bit different on how people play decks and use them. Goldango, Magnezone, Sandslash, and ooh, Mega Manectric EX. I did see someone pull this during pre-release. I was pretty jealous because they got a Mega Pokemon and I didn't. Yeah, I've heard he's okay. 330 is pretty high. 330 is pretty high. Flash Ray, 120. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. That's pretty good. Righteous Blasting, 200 plus. You may discard all energy from this Pokemon and have this attack do 130 more damage. So you can hit for 330 with this attack if you discard all energy. You could pair that with, what's the card? Electric Generator. Ooh, Mega Manectric might be fun to play. Low-key, that might be fun to play. Okay, last pack magic. We're gonna get that Lucario. I think there's a Lucario gold card. Part of me wishes I bought an ETB so I could look through the booklet, but I think I'm gonna have to look online. Again, there's no ETB for this opening. I missed the window on getting an ETB for the Pokemon Center, and I missed the window on buying an ETB at my local shop because I was busy that day. We get Corphish, Fearow, Litleo, Shiftry, goated Pokemon, Magnezone, Wally's Compassion, Grumpig, right here, Raikou, and Clawitzer. Okay, so from the rest of Coral's cards, which was 9 packs, she got 2 more Megas and a Litleo, but because she gave these to me, they are mine. This is pretty cool. Listen, I know how people feel about regular EXs, but if you're a collector, like a tried and true collector, you will like collecting whatever pull you get, because that is awesome. And the return of Mega Pokemon is so cool to see. It's so interesting because they're treated like VMAX Pokemon, where they take, your opponent takes 3 prize cards once you knock them out, but you know, you get higher HP and your attacks are a little bit more absurd. Okay, so here's the rest of the stack of cards that we're gonna work through. And I'm just gonna actually take it out and we're gonna shuffle through it. Shuffle this up a little bit and we're gonna shuffle up the other half. And we're not gonna work it through from the front to back. We're gonna work it through shuffled up. I'm gonna shuffle this with that. Ooh. And we're gonna throw in the last bit of cards because we're gonna shuffle it through just like this. Just how I shuffle my cards in tournaments, IRL. An awful way to shuffle. As I see my opponents do card tricks, I swear to goodness, they make the cards fly through the air and they bend the cards in the sleeves, and I'm just like, whoa, I could never do that to my poor Pokemon cards. It's cardboard. I shouldn't care, but here I am, caring about cardboard. I have a whole YouTube channel based around cardboard. You're here watching me open cardboard, so thank you for watching me, first of all. Okay, we are beginning with my proper stack of Mega Evolution cards. Let's hope we get a Mega Evolution in my side, because Coral would pretty much have all the Mega Evolutions if I didn't get any. I'm actually going to put her pulls from her stack to the side here, just so we can compare later. Tangrowth, Goldango, Premium Power Pro, Ice-Cube, Beware, and Steelix. You know, I don't know if Mega Steelix is in here, but if he's coming in the next set, that would be pretty sick. Steelix, he deserves more love. He hits hard, he has a high defense in the VGC. Onix is a pretty good Pokemon. The fact they made an evolution for him was even much better because, listen guys, Onix and Brock, goated combo. Onix, or Steelix and Brock, even better. Snom, Scorbunny, Shuckle, Risky Ruins, Houndstone, Gimmighoul, Shuckle again, and Hariyama again. I do find it a bit silly, and I understand that Steel is weak to fire, but Steelix being weak to fire is a bit silly to me, mainly because he's Steel Rock or Steel Ground these days. Steel is his primary typing, right? And he's weak to fire. It's like this big snake
that's like part rock is weak to fire. Come on, man. But I won't complain. It just opens up his weaknesses a little more. And also weakness to fighting, which, oof, yeah, it's a bit rough. Forest of Vitality, Full Canyon, Shiftry, Goldango, a Veltal, and Mega Absol EX. Okay, we got one Mega card from my stack. That's not too bad. I do think the centering of the card is a bit off because this edge right here is a bit thicker than the edge right there. Not that it matters, but yeah. Ooh, oh, whoa, hold on. Oh, whoa, what's this? Sorry. It's move, terminal period. Wait a minute, hold on. First of all, this is just a basic Pokemon. Absol itself is just a basic. You don't need to have a regular Absol to evolve into Mega Absol. So you could just have this in your deck ready to go. So he doesn't evolve from anything because he's already a basic. And this move right here, terminal period, for only 2 energy, if your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 6 damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. So if you have Monkey Dory and you move like 60 damage from your Pokemon to your opponent's, and then you bring up Mega Absol and use terminal period, whew, that's pretty cool. You might be able to pair this pretty well with Mega Gengar. Okay, Mega Evolution, I see you. I don't have any other decks aside from my Typhlosion and my Raging Bolt. And I heard Raging Bolt is still pretty popular in the Japan meta after Mega Evolutions came out. Same with Typhlosion, it's doing alright, so hopefully I can still keep running with those. With Seattle Regionals coming up ahead, I'm going to have to experiment as much as possible as these next few Mega Evolution sets do come out. Gumshoes, Solrock, Fighting Gong, Rare Candy, and a Veltal. We're seeing a lot of the core item cards and supporter cards make a comeback, like Rare Candy and Switch, and they get a new lettering. They get the I lettering. So that basically means it's standard for the I format. So if it had a previous lettering, that means it's still okay to use because it has an I lettering. Pachirisu, Crawdaunt, Magnezone, Iron Defender. During your opponent's next turn, all your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks. Ooh. Magneton, right here. Krogunk, and oh hey, Mega Camerupt EX. I'll be honest, I was not a user of Mega Camerupt EX. With my fire Pokemon, I tend to just lean towards a fire starter, so I don't really pick up any other fire type Pokemon on my team. But hey, that's pretty cool. He does alright. He hits alright. He has decent HP. He's an alright Pokemon. I don't think we'll see a lot of use out of Mega Camerupt. You can prove me wrong, but I just simply don't see it. Alrighty, we still have a lot more packs to go, and I'm just about 20 minutes into this recording. Wowza. Okay. We get Krogunk, Spoink, Snover, Delibird, Grumpig, Forest of Vitality, which is pretty handy if you're into grass decks, Executor, Pokemon Center Lady, she makes her triumphant return, Illustration Rare Shuckle. Shuckle is like one of my favorite meme type Pokemon in the VGC because you can use Power Swap where you swap attack power, and then because Shuckle hits for so weak, your opponent hits for so weak, and then Shuckle's high defense and you use like withdraw and increase your defense like crazy. Anyways, that's a cool card. And Lunastone. Okay, we get 2 Megas and an Illustration Rare. We're still searching, guys. We're still searching for that. Sweet, sweet gold card. Maybe a secret Illustration Rare. Maybe something else, you know? Was that? Hold on. Because I don't know the sets or the cards in the set, are any of these overnumbered? Yes, okay. So this one might be one of the pulls in the box that we've already accounted for.
So let's see if we could get anything else outside of that Mega Venusaur. We get Tinkatuff, Nuzleaf, Tyrogue, Sobble, Magnezone, Acerola's Mischief, Scorch, Execute, Clawitzer, and Kyogre. Alright, we're gonna take a quick little break because my camera, oh, never mind, my camera's fine. It showed the overheating sign. We're gonna continue to open this real quick. Well, actually, it came back. Alright, we're gonna take a quick little break, camera's overheating. Okay, where was I? We have this much cards to go. We have Mega Venusaur. Hopefully we'll get Mega Venusaur itself here. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, after taking that break, I am exhausted of opening Pokemon cards. But you know, it is what it is. That is the price I pay to open up a booster box of cards. Delibird, Toxicroak, Shoutout, Stuffle, Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, which is so funny to me, this card, because you ask your opponent if each player may take a prize card. If yes, each player takes a prize card. If no, draw 4 prize, or just draw 4 cards. So basically, do I take a prize card each, or do I let my opponent draw 4? It's so funny. It's such a funny card. Ninetales, Spiritomb, Celebi, Delibird illustration rare. Look at that card. It's so cute. It's like they're in the Antarctic or the Arctic. A bunch of penguins, basically. That's so cute. And Xerneas. Okay, 2 illustration rare cards. Okay. We still have a fat stack to go and then some. Mega Guardy. We're gonna get it right here. Mega Guardy right here. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Okay, Knackle Stack, Magnemite, Vulpix, Pokemon Center Lady. Does Ninetales have a Mega Evolution? I feel like it should. I think that would be a very cool Mega Evolution. Wally's Compassion, Raboot, and Dialga. I'm surprised Ninetales doesn't. I mean, yeah, you get a Alolan Ninetales, but it's not Mega Evolution Ninetales. What would Mega Evolution Ninetales be? Like the fox with even more than 9 tails? That Naruto looking fox? I don't watch Naruto. Don't come at me. We get Ralts, Sizzlipede, Sandslash, Execute, Mega Signal. Search your deck for a Mega Evolution Pokemon EX, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. That's pretty handy. It's kind of like Buddy Buddy Poffin for Mega. Celebi, Stonejourner, Lunatone, Premium Power Pro, and Cinderace. Okay, I'm actually going to keep this off to the side next to my playables, because that's going to be a pretty handy card if I ever decide to build a Mega Evolution deck, which I think I will. I probably will after this opening. Of what? I have no idea. Okay. We have Greavard, Bulbasaur, Shroodle, Energy Switch, Grumpig, which was okay during the pre-release, Tinkaton, Meganium, Stuffle, and Raikou. I am pretty interested to see for Pokemon Z to A if they'll end up having any different final evolution forms for the starters. If you know, if you've seen any leaks, don't tell me. At least until the game is out. I wonder if the starter Pokemon will have any different forms, if they'll have any Mega Evolution forms. Because I know the X and Y starters do, which is kind of cool. I'm surprised they didn't have one before, but I wonder if the new guys will, or if they'll have any like regional variants. Kind of like Legends Arceus. Houndstone, Shoutout, and Clawitzer. Clawitzer is a pretty cool Pokemon. I have the same amount of love of Clawitzer as I do for Kingler and Corphish and Crawdon. I just love crustacean-like Pokemon. They are cool. Some of them hit really hard. Other than that, they're just not good. But I like them as Pokemon. I think they're great designs. They just aren't real playable in VGC or TCG. But they hold a special place in my heart. Frostmoth, Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, Garganackle, Shiftry, Strange Timepiece, and okay, Buddy Poffin. Alright, we got 2 item cards from this booster box. Both very playable. Wow, I'm surprised they haven't made this sooner. Wow, this is peak. That would probably fetch a pretty penny on the market for playables. But I'm not going to trade it. That is going into my regular personal collection binder. If I'm really desperate for a card and someone's asking for that, then sure, maybe. Just maybe. I have a hard time letting cards go if I don't have duplicates of them. Heliolisk, Corphish, Tangela, Sandshrew, Acerora's Mischief, Kadabra, Ninjask, Tyrogue, Spiritomb, and Alakazam. Okay, we have 4 packs left. I feel like I'm losing my breath. Okay, another Mega Venusaur. Now there's other sets, collection boxes coming out. I believe they're doing another battle box, like rival battle deck essentially. And I believe Ivysaur is the illustration rare in the set. So I'm gonna have to try to pick that up too. I still have the Marnie box, Marnie's rival battle deck, and I've yet to open it and use it. I just, haven't had the time to. That's a lie. I haven't had the drive to get to recording that. Cinderace. Okay guys, 3 packs to go. Get 2 Guardies and 1 Lucario. We'll open off all the Guardies first, and then we'll end on Lucario. Can we get something else in these last 3 packs? Can we get 3 hits? Can we get 1 hit? Can we avoid the dreaded no hits to end this? We get Abra, Makuhita, Fearow, Nincada, Mega Signal, put that off to the side, Shedinja, Ninetales, Acerora's Mischief, Frostmoth, and Hariyama. Okay. I'm gonna get this Guardian right here. I'm gonna go right here. I'm looking at my trash pile. There's a lot of Pokemon wrappers in there. Yikes. Sizzlipede. Wait a minute. That goes there. Sizzlipede, Sandslash, Execute, Gimmighoul, Marshadow, Fighting Gong, Kadabra, Snover, Gumshoes, and Mega Mawile EX. Okay, I'll take that. It's an alright card. If we're basic, it's an alright card. Now, here's what really matters, guys. Last pack magic. Whew. Let's get to cracking. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not gonna predict anything. I'm just gonna toss code card and the energy off to the side, and we're gonna just pull. Litleo, Clauncher, Tinkatink, Nickit, Fighting Gong, Houndstone, Centiskorch, Numel, Illustration Rare. Here we go. Abra and Dialga. Okay. That's a lot of cards, you guys. So from my side of the stack, I got Mega Mawile EX, Buddy Poffin Full Art, Delibird, Shuckle, Mega Camera Up EX, and Absol EX. So I got effectively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pulls. And Coral side, she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And she got the, I'm gonna be honest, I think she got the cooler pulls. She definitely got the cooler pulls on her side. Like, look, Mega Venusaur, dude, and the Bulbasaur. I mean, I already have this Bulbasaur, but you know what? Gosh, that's a good opening. All right, guys, I refuse to use my tripod right now because this is what my desk looks like, and so I'm gonna go free arm this outro. So, Mega Evolutions, it makes its triumphant return. So happy I got the chance to open a whole booster box of it. No ETB, unfortunately. I don't have that little pamphlet, so I'm gonna have to look online at that card list and see what I missed. I know there's a couple gold cards. That's about it. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the next release of the next Mega Evolution set, which is Phantasmal Flames. I mean, I'll be here next week, but you know, for the opening after that. The next set opening would be that. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos in the future. And with that being said, my name is Kevin TCG, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hey baby, all I want is to be loved by you. But you would never take me as I am, it's true. 소중한